Supportive. Definition: actively giving help to someone who needs it. They were always supportive of each other.
To help him fight crime and to be supportive.
You're not very supportive. What?
You're not very supportive.
You have been so supportive.
He's a really incredibly supportive, very nurturing, wonderful guy.
He's been really supportive.
Being supportive.
Is your family supportive?
Yeah.
My principal only listens to my department head, and she's not very supportive.
That's not very supportive.
Supportive? No, I just understand him, that's all.
Distant. Definition: used to describe someone who doesn't show much emotion and isn't friendly. She seemed cold and distant.
The old woman's most distant relations had come foraging out of the woodwork.
She wants him to marry this girl named Olivia, who I think is a distant cousin. I don't know. It's sick.
No, they thought she was some sort of distant cousin. They never met her.
I knew you were distant.
His wife said he'd grown increasingly distant of late.
He's distant, preoccupied, like he's holding something back from me.
Dad's relatives are wealthy and distant, and Mom's side drives are crazy.
A lot of times, confusion like Bobby's can be caused by a distant father or an overbearing mother.
You've always been distant from me and Nick.
Tight-knit. Definition: with all the members having strong, friendly relationships with one another. They are a very tight-knit family.
We pride ourselves in knowing that we've kept this town tight-knit, supported, and protected.
Well, we are a tight-knit community, and sometimes that means what happens to one of us affects all of us.
Harvey, we're a tight-knit group.
I find it a rather tight-knit community.
I have always wondered what it would be like to have a tight-knit work family.
I thought I knew what it would feel like to be part of a tight-knit town.
John has a tight-knit group of friends and family living on the north shore of Oahu, also known as Paradise.
Now, you can't pull that off unless you're tight-knit, hard-working folks.
One public school, one tight-knit group of local well-off kids.
We'll do a canvas. Seems like it's a pretty tight-knit community.
Caring. Definition: kind, helpful, and showing that you care about other people. He's a very caring person.
You know, I always hoped somebody gentle and caring might come along.
And I realized every talent Mr. Church had, he taught himself while passing the time caring for someone else.
You're a successful, intelligent, caring, graceful woman.
I am?
Not a fake. Like you are a nice and caring person.
Kind, caring, humble. Jeez. Caring, smart, good for me.
Such genuine caring. Thank you.
Dee said I'm very sensitive, very caring, and I have absolutely no idea how to play the guitar.
Thank you for caring so much.
Was a devoted wife and a caring mother.
Close. Definition: connected or involved in a strong relationship with someone. Charmaine is my closest friend.
5 members of our close family locked up and neglected.
He has become a close friend. But that doesn't mean...
Would you tell the court a little about your relationship with Jennifer Cooper?
He has a very close relationship with his mother. I maintain a close relationship with my mother.
I may seem like an unlikely survivor with all my phobias and irritable bowel syndrome, but I had the advantage of never having any friends or any close family.
Mr. Brown is a close friend of Leonard Atwell, the senior citizen found stabbed in the pedestrian subway.
The president and Monica did seem to have a very close relationship.
We had a close relationship.
Well, that's easy for you to say when you come from the most ridiculously close family in the world.
A very close friend of mine, who happened to be a Republican, was running for the Senate and told me to come and work on his campaign to take my mind off the grief.
As a member of the Queen's close family, you are entitled to attend.
Tense. Definition: never relaxed. There are always problems likely to happen. There's a very tense relationship because he's lost his job.
I'm very tense right now.
I used to get really tense before big tennis matches.
Later that day, I got to thinking about tense relationships.
She got tense when Mike mentioned college, but then she calmed down and she went off to bed just fine.
Well, I don't really like to feel tense around my friends.
You're just too tense, man. Don't be tense.
Seem a bit tense.
Focused, not tense.
Dysfunctional. Definition: not behaving or working normally. If you came from a dysfunctional family, you're not alone.
His behavior isn't dysfunctional, it's entirely logical.
I'm talking about probably a very dysfunctional marriage.
My dysfunctional parents are why I am 28 and still single.
The most dysfunctional family in the universe.
You guys are dysfunctional.
You know, many psychologists agree until the core maternal relationship is resolved, most men are doomed to repeat dysfunctional childhood patterns.
We're all like one big, wonderful, dysfunctional family, and I love you guys.
Nah, I'm more of a one dysfunctional relationship into another kind of girl.
Actually, it's quite, typical behavior when you have this kind of dysfunctional group dynamic.
Don't you think all the truly fascinating people in the world probably had dysfunctional childhoods?
Insincere. Definition: saying or doing something that you don't really mean or believe. The comments that she makes have been completely insincere.
And don't tell me I can appeal because once the board hears the word insincere, I'm screwed.
So insincere. I don't know how she puts up with him.
I can't believe the way he was kissing her. So insincere. Such a liar.
I don't like encores. They're insincere. I don't like them. They're fake.
To smile without meaning it. Is that not insincere?
No, she was just being fake and totally insincere.
Miss Bridgerton thought me presumptuous, arrogant, insincere.
You're very insincere, and I can just tell.
You want to know why the committee called you insincere?
Hollow. Definition: without value or not true or sincere. She gave a slightly hollow laugh.
You're hollow. You're empty.
Even as you say those words, they start to sound hollow.
But they always sound hollow to me.
Which is why they're hollow, full of lies, and leave a bad taste in the mouth.
What could be more hollow than to die alone, unloved?
Until the day one of you leaves and rips the still beating heart from the other, who's now a broken, hollow mockery of the human condition.
To spend my life with a hollow man who hides behind his typewriter?
If we put our heads together, you'll hear a hollow noise.
Legoland seems like a hollow dream now.
It says hollow men.
Fake. Definition: showing or pretending to feel emotions that aren't sincere. She's so fake, pretending to be everybody's friend.
But this year, I'm sitting out V-Day to focus on my career, as is Chuck with his fake relationship with Raina Thorpe.
How do you find a fancy student a fake smile?
It's actually pretty fun having a fake relationship. But we can't end our fake relationship the night it started anyway.
That's a fake laugh, by the way.
The best I can give you is a fake smile and dead eyes.
You slap on this big fake smile, but I can see right through it, because I know how you feel, Dean.
You will now have one less fake friend.
Be something I can be proud of without having to fake it. Be a fake human being. Because I don't think it's wise taking relationship advice from somebody in a fake relationship.
Dishonest. Definition: intending to trick people. Beware of dishonest traders in the tourist areas.
I had this speech prepared, but it would be dishonest of me to say that I knew Danny well.
If I start picking and choosing, I'm being dishonest.
It appears to be a list of every dishonest rascal in the city.
It is dishonest and cynical.
Lawyers are dishonest.
She's not dishonest.
The Pharisee stood apart by himself and prayed, I thank you, God, that I am not greedy or dishonest or an adulterer like everybody else.
Whoa, Frank is dishonest and manipulative. You'd
be happier in Paris, where everyone, either by nature or experience, is dishonest.
He was dishonest. He had to go.
Weak. Definition: not strong or healthy, lacking trust, support, or communication. Their relationship was weak because they didn't talk about their feelings.
Can you ever trust a weak man?
Captain is weak. A weak man. I'm a lousy agent, and I've been a weak man. But that I didn't screw up.
I'm too human. Too weak.
She's really weak. She says some weird stuff sometimes.
Sounds like something a weak person would say.
You're just a really weak person.
All you can think about is the fact that I think you're a weak person.
And I'm too weak to keep either.
You know, I'm a weak person.
Stable. Definition: both people trust and support each other. They have a stable relationship because they understand and care for each other.
How many stable marriages do you know?
No, I'm in a stable relationship.
Now, as far as Edie is concerned, please get her engaged to a stable person.
Waiting outside for her was the handsome stable boy Pierre, whom Charlotte secretly adored.
Well, you're not forgetting that this guy's not exactly stable.
Yeah, a real stable relationship, too.
All right, let's see. Stable relationship with beautiful girlfriend, lots in common, a great circle of friends, a kid on the way who's going to have two parents, by the way, not one.
He has formed a stable relationship with his girlfriend.
Solid. Definition: strong, dependable, and trustworthy. They have a solid relationship because they always support each other, no matter what.
Solid relationship, quality job prospects, a low-profile existence.
We've been seeing each other for over a month, and we're waiting to sleep together until our relationship has a solid foundation.
We have such a solid foundation, you know.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call revenge a solid foundation for a friendship.
Yeah, castles don't move. Once you build it, if the cornerstone is fixed properly, solid foundation. It's not going anywhere.
Your father was an old soldier, a good solid man.
He was a good, solid man. 4 pillars of a solid human foundation.
I have a solid relationship with Joe, the company's owner.
Rock solid relationship there.